it's Gwen Fox, and welcome back. And remember, the painting last week did not work out. There, once I stepped back, I saw the flaw, and that's the key in looking at a painting from afar. You've got to look at it, because when you're too close, it just doesn't work. So here is the painting that we left off with, and the big flaw is the fact that about a third of the way down, there are two dark shapes. And then around and under, the writing that says, Black America speaks, America should listen. Those are all equally spaced and about the same size. So, I see this all the time. I tell my students this, and it's amazing that we always make the same shapes all the time. And so that has to go away. One of those has to go away. So what I did is I played around with some blue and decided that, I may want that blue, but I'm not quite sure about that. That's not going to take care of the problem. And so then I got rid of the one on the right. And then I've decided that I'm going to add some more collage in here, because I felt like it needed it now that the space is empty. So now here we are with this painting. This is where it is. And I've got some collage here, which I'm going to adhere. This is just kind of stuck up on it. And I'm going to put that on for you. I'm going to show you how I do it. And I've got this standing up because I'm looking at it saying, do I need this right here? And so that's what we're going to be doing next. The other thing is that I'm going to soften this shape. It's too hard edged. I think it's just too hard. So there's some things to do. Once you change one thing, you change a lot of things, it seems like. Now it seems a little vacant up here. So what I'm going to do is tear out some, I've just got newsprint. I've got newspaper here. It's so much fun to use this. Now we can go over that so it won't look quite so obvious. I'm going to break this line that I'm not in love with. I kind of like it that way. And maybe I bring it down some. Yeah. These are questions. You've got to constantly be asking questions. I think that's going to work. So now I'm going to do the same. I'm going to just put the cold wax, plain cold wax, no oil, and use that, as I said, as my glue. Now that did do some on breaking that line, which makes it rather nice. Now, because I want to add a little bit of color, let me get this so that it's in here right. I use this for my encaustic. It's, I did use it for encaustic, and now I use it for my cold wax. So what I think I would like to do is mix up some colors here to put over it, but I'm going to add some cold wax to it. So I'll add a little cold wax. And cover it. I can always remove it if that's what I want to do. Now, I am seeing that this has the tendency to want to come up. So it needs some more of the cold wax. So I'm going to put that behind it now. Now I'm going to step back again to look and see what I like, what I don't like, and I can see a couple of things that I don't like here. I'm not real keen on this being like that, so I think what I'm going to do is bring this down. Remember, with the cold wax, you can always remove some of it. And that's the fun part, is that you're not stuck with it. It's fun. Now, that may or may not, you know what, guys? We may not finish this painting this time either. And I think it's time maybe to do some scratching. See, this is a little delicate right in here, but once it dries, it's going to be just fine. Okay, now I think I need something dark, a line, because I had a line. Now, whether I want that or not, I don't know, but it's right there in the center, isn't it? We tend to do that, or I tend to do that, and I bet you guys do too. I used to use charcoal, a big charcoal stick, and what I will do then is come in and I'm going to get rid of a lot of it, but a lot of it's going to stay. Now, another thing that I think it needs, it's got this down here, but I think I need to put some up here as well to add a little variety, maybe even in here. Who knows? I like that side over there softened, though this side over here, I like that softened. And if I don't want that quite as strong, and I'm using an oil bar. And so this is so much fun. This one is a Winsor Newton. I usually use R&F, but it worked. It's a color I had, so I'm going for it. I'm going to claim it as mine. Now, just for fun, I'm going to see if this might help to add some interest. Now, this piece is being very, very stubborn. So I'm going to have to put some more of that in there. Right now, I'm going to stop, I think. I don't think this would work. Yeah, it will. But see, it's too wet. I can't do anything with this because it's too wet. So I want to make a few little marks up in here. But I don't think that's going to work really well. See, you have to try and not have to worry about, oh, I don't want to ruin it. You're not going to ruin it. You can always come back. So this is this is how I'm going to leave it right now. We always say that, don't we? We always say we're going to leave it, and we don't. So what I don't want to do is to kill it. And a lot of times that's what we end up doing because we don't know when to stop. So I'm going to do a couple of more little lines. So I'm going to look at this and see if there's something else I want to do with it. And if I do, then I will definitely show you guys. But I hope you guys saw the mistake of three shapes, very much alike. You don't want to do that. It's common. People do that all the time. So don't worry about it. If you do it, I just did it. I do it all the time as well. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I'll see you in the next video. Now here is the painting that we thought, or I thought, was probably done. And I kept looking at it, and no, it wasn't done. And this is what happens. You have to ask questions. You have to look at it. And remember that eye goes to the area of indecision. And so when I looked at it, I thought, I think that the upper right-hand corner needs to connect to the edge to soften that side darkness. So that is what I did. And quite frankly, I love it now. I think it now fits. It holds together. But asking the questions, looking at it, just knowing that there could be something that's wrong. If you think there's something wrong, there probably is. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next video.